record it?
Yeah, now I'm gonna actually, I'll even stay on later and do the training over because I've got to, you know what, let me just start, you guys hang with here with 5 minutes so I can do this, because the people who catch this on a replay, I don't want them to not have the recording. And since my recording started at 8 a.m. and I needed to stop it and I forgot to start it. So today it's about income producing activities. It's about spending 60% of your day on income producing activities. Income producing activities is not current clients you have. Income producing activities is about bringing in new revenue to your business. The second thing I talked about was I shared the 5-minute journal, which is in the file section. If you can't find it of the Facebook group, scroll all the way down. There's a little see more and click on that button and it'll bring up another page. I have loaded up over the last, since March 23rd, I don't even know how many weeks that is, I have loaded up a lot of content in there. If you look in the video file, the video section, all of the training I've done since March 23rd is in there for the most part. There's been a day or two that we've missed or I've skipped, or if it's not in there, it's in the news feed, because when I do Zooms live, when I do a live Zoom like this, it does not go into the video section. It actually goes in the live feed. But what I do is I will mark it with a date. I have to upload it to YouTube and I'll mark it with a date so that you can find, so you can know what day we did that on. So if you're missing that, and I'll normally pin it to the top to start with. So anything that you need to know, you should, when you come into the strategy sphere every morning, you should check, and it will tell you exactly what time we're doing our call and what's going on, or is it going to be on a Facebook Live? Is it going to be on Zoom? Mostly these will be on Zoom in the morning. Okay. And then I'll post it to the Facebook page sometime throughout the day. All right. So I think we're caught up now. So I was asking the people were originally part of this, why they're coming back and why they wanted to stay in the group. Barb, sorry, I left off on you.
Oh, that's okay. There's a few things while you were talking. I just jotted a couple things down, and not necessarily in this order, but it is about being consistent. I think being in the strategy sphere group, one really needs to be consistent and to be on this all the time. I mean, unless there's an emergency or something. And, Jean gives us so much, and we should really all be doing the work that she presents to us if it, works for us. But she gives us so much. And it's about building relationships. I've built a lot of really great relationships in this group. And the last thing is that really, really was helpful for me was the Facebook Live we recently did. And I've done them before. And I was very good at them in the beginning. 3 years later, I sucked at it. And this was earlier this year. And my goal was to be more natural at the Facebook Lives and not so rehearsed. So that's all I have to say. Thank you, Jean.
Yeah. So Meg says Zoom in the morning. I thought you said we're switching to 4. We are. Meg, we are switching to 4. So this was the last one because I said we would do a Q&A this morning. But I do want to, Karen Copperwaite says, what's the benefit of doing the training on Zoom rather than Facebook Live? Because I'm not doing a helpline anymore. If I did it on Facebook Live, I would never have a connection to you guys. I would never hear you talk. I would never get to have a conversation. And sometimes the trainings might go a little bit longer based on the conversation or questions that come up. And I want to be able to answer those in a way that is to make sure you leave getting what you wanted to know. So it's really about the connection with people. And I'm a big believer that you cannot make a great connection without being eyes to eyes, nose to nose, right? I prefer it in person, but if the only way to do it is virtually, but I can see you and I can talk to you and you can ask questions, the connection's there, okay? So can you confirm the scheduled time, please? Yes, so 4 p.m. every day from now on, okay? I will post it in there, and here's the thing. Once in a while, because this was done at 10 o'clock in the morning, Tuesdays are a bad day for me because I have a client every Tuesday morning at 10. it's not fair for me to rearrange her scheduled time that she pays for a free group. So I was always doing Tuesdays later. So 4 o'clock, though, by that time, I have done my income producing activities. I have done my clients. I do my clients first thing in the morning, and I'm relaxed, right? At 4 o'clock, I'm not stressed out about making a certain time in the morning. So that's why it's always going to do that. So you're welcome, Karen. There is a new Facebook platform that is like Zoom with interacting and seeing faces. I haven't looked into it yet, but it launched a week or so ago. I haven't looked into it either yet, Meg. It is something that I'm looking at, but I think it's more like Zoom breakouts, honestly. That's what I've heard that it's like. So that may not be the right place there. So Barb, I will come back to you in a minute unless it pertains to this.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Does.
All right, go ahead.
What I was going to say is, Jean, like you, I am very glad that you're moving it to 4 o'clock, because 10 o'clock is, you know,
Prime work
mornings
hour.
for me is my most effective work time.
Yes.
So I mean, I was always on it, but I'm really happy that you changed it. For me, it works great. And then the other thing regarding Zoom versus doing it on Facebook Live, I agree with you that we really can't form relationships on the live. So the
Right.
Zoom is just phenomenal, and you get to know about people and on more of a personal level. That's it.
Oh, awesome. All right, Irene, what was your comment? I just want you to tell people that since you've been here for a long time, what you've gotten out of it and why you're back, I guess. That's really what
Yes.
I want to know.
So for me, all the things that Jean said, all the things that other people said, those are all absolutely true for me too. But I want to say that this has really helped me become clear about what I'm trying to do and who I am. And so the clarity along with the consistency, because I needed to be learn consistency really bit, and finding the ideal client. All of those things were so helpful for me.
And we're going to do that, guys. We're going to have within the next week or two, we will be talking about your marketing message, right? Or your infomercial, whatever you want to call it. Because if your ideal client cannot hear it, they don't know that you are the person that they need. So we'll be talking about that. Christine, why did you come back, and what did you get out of this?
So I think one of the main things coming into that whole pandemic, I pretty much felt like my business had ended, because who's buying jewelry when everyone's losing their job kind of mentality. And really to see that business keeps on going, and if we seek it, you know, not every single person who's buying, but not every person lost their job. So that just really helped give me confidence to put my message out there. And I have done so much more business during the pandemic than I have done in the last, I'll say, 6 months. So that was amazing. It really did create income producing activity. And then the accountability, just knowing and showing up every day. And I was showing up 3 times a day, and it was awesome because it really gave me that momentum and excitement, really. So.
Debra, were you here from the beginning? I can't hear you because you're muted.
Remember, I won the first video challenge. I was
Yeah, but
from way in the beginning. That was before the strategy sphere.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. You were here
Yeah.
from the beginning of the strategy sphere.
Yes, ma'am.
So what did you get out of it, and why are you back?
I have to tell you that just like Christine, I thought everything was dead now. I was just going to have to somehow scrape by selling apples on the corner. I wasn't sure what I was going to do because I didn't see how my business could survive. Your training had me talking to my people without an offer, without trying to sell them anything, but warming up my people again. And just literally, people were calling me up, having conversations with me. It was so amazing, the life that was still in my sphere of clients. And they brought in more clients, and they brought in more clients. I can't even believe it. And now I'm unfortunately going to be head first into this virtual event for a while, but I'm going to put it on the strategy sphere for everybody to come, because Jean, I never would have done it if I hadn't been in the strategy sphere. I would have gone to that training and said, oh, that's nice for somebody else. But you built my confidence and my understanding of how business works, even in the bad times, to a place like we said, you got us through COVID. You know, you built it in such a way that when I saw that model, I was like, I can do that. And thank you a million.
You're welcome, and thanks for showing up, and thanks for doing the work, because, you know, Agnes from Austria, she reached out to me yesterday, and or day before Saturday, and she said, she goes, how could I ever repay you for letting me in a group like this? And she hasn't even started, right? She hasn't even started. It's the middle of the night there. And she goes, how can I ever repay you? And I said to her, show up, do the work, and make a lot of money, right?
She's my 5th or 6th person I brought to the group.
Yeah, so that's all I'm looking for, right? Now, well, does that mean I'm never going to sell you anything? No, I may make you an offer, right? If I feel like there's something that you need, or something that I'm teaching that's different and outside of this group, I may invite you. And here's the big thing. Renee said it so beautifully before, is, Renee, shoot, how did you say it? Oh, tell them what you said about networking, how you used to view networking and how you view it now.
Okay, so I would go to networking events and I always would kind of shy away from people and step back, because I thought, oh no, God, they're going to sell me something. They're going to try to sell me something. And I just never gave anybody the chance, the opportunity, and therefore no one was going to give me the chance or the opportunity. But I felt like I wanted to be there. I thought I had a message, but yet I felt like, I mean, I would hear other people's messages, but I just wanted to like stand back. And I've learned that all people want to do is connect. And if I stop and think about it, I might know somebody that can use that person's business or use that person's product. Like even with Christine, I thought, I don't need any more jewelry, but guess what? Father's Day is coming up. And so I bought like a little tag for my son-in-law for his dog. And it's got the name on it. It's like, I'm starting to look, I'm just keeping my eyes open more. I'm starting to see people more as people. And I was really, a lot of times seeing them as they're just going to sell me. And I've learned that I can make connections even if I don't have the money to use somebody else's services. And that was my big thing. I really don't have the money to buy this stuff. And now I see that it's just so much more than just money to buy something.
Well, so, but the other thing is what I think you said originally was you learned that you've learned over the course of the last 15 weeks or however long, 14 weeks, months, I don't know however long we've been doing this, right? But what you said that really struck me is the fact that it's okay to say no. That these people they may make you an offer. They may say, hey, Meg, I've got something here that you may really love. And it's okay to say, thanks, but I'm not interested. That there's no offense taken. When you come into a group like this, there is no, you're not obligated to buy anything from anybody, right? I've made that very clear from the beginning. However, I also want you to be able to feel free to sell to people in the group. Make an offer, right? How many of you have made an offer in this group so far? Wait, Patrice, raise your hand. You've made an offer. Francesca, Meg, yeah. You guys, it's just doing, that's what we do. We are business people. We are talking about our business. If it makes sense to say, hey, Christine, you know what? You're a perfect example. I said, how about a VIP day? Let's really lay out your business and come up with a plan for you. And you said yes, right? And look at you now, right? Are you happy you got a VIP day when I offered it? Because it wasn't cheap.
Yeah. No.
Right? It wasn't cheap. So, it's okay to do that, and just know that you're not being sold from a place. This is not a place of I'm going to sell you, or everybody here is going to sell you. This is a place for everybody to learn how to sell their own business, and there might be ideal clients here though for you. Does that make sense?
So Jean,
Jessica, yeah, go ahead.
for me, it's not even about the word sell, it's about help. How can I help someone? How can I help someone, you know, look better, be better, or have a business opportunity?
Yes.
I look at all these women and men and go, wow, look at these connections. I love to meet people. I'm passionate about getting to know people. I'm going to do Christine's hair. I'm going to meet different people. That's what excites me, and that's how business grows for me.
Exactly. And it is, while it is service, right? I always say sales is service, right? It is about, and we've talked about that, and we will continue. How can you help people, right? That is marketing. My definition of marketing is how can you help more people? Francesca, go ahead. And then I'll go to Patrice.
just to add to what you're saying, because these people were here every day and they were in front of me every day when I needed somebody or I needed something, I had somebody that I could reach out to, which made it easier. But then the other piece of this is, and I'm going to be honest, and it's just who I am. I would never have gone to a hypnotist ever because I would have been afraid. And that morning when you did that, I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I? And I was so exhausted that morning because I had such a bad night with my mom, but it was perfect. And I'm still like running 400 miles an hour from that session with Renee. But you've broadened who we are.
Mhm.
I will say that I have that session downloaded on my iPad. Right? I have listened to that session.
Melanie
more
Becker.
than- I totally have gotten my money back for that, which was free, by the way. Renee did that for free, offered that to everybody in the group. It's 5:20. Scroll back into the archives on the news feed and find it says 5:20 live training with Renee, right? And sit down for, what was it, Renee, 30, 40 minutes?
That
And
was about 30 minutes.
Listen to it, sit on the couch, close your eyes, listen to it, and you will have the exact same experience we had because she did it on Zoom and it was amazing. So
It was amazing.
it was amazing. Have you
Thank you.
used Renee since then, Francesca?
So I'm meeting, we're doing a live thing with my mom's doctor today because I just want to make sure that she's okay with her doing this because she has a 3 o'clock time period where she gets anxious and then there's anxiety and then she doesn't sleep the rest of the night, which is what I've been dealing with for like the last 2 weeks. So if the doctor says okay, then yes, I will hire Renee, not use my free thing, but yeah, we'll hire Renee to work with my mom to help her get through that 3 o'clock anxiety that she's having. She's 87 for those of you that don't know.
I love that you're going to hire Renee to help your mom, and you're not going to give her the free one you won. You're going to
No.
That's
no, because you know what, that session that she did just so opened my eyes, and I was a complete naysayer. And
I was too. And the only reason I asked Renee to do that is because I paid for a session with her beforehand. And I was so blown away by the session that I said, hey, would you share this with everyone? So
Yeah.
guys, there's some really great stuff I will be bringing to the group, and there will be some, and Meg, I'm already going to reach out to you because I have is there how many? I see 1, 2, 3. I see 3 private clients on here. But one of the things I want to do is I do a retreat. I'm doing a retreat in August. No, I can't remember.
October.
No,
Not that one.
that's a 3-day event. That's not my retreat. This is for my private clients. I do a retreat, a 2-day retreat with them. And I wanted to, that's why I said, what's your phone number? I'm calling you because I want to somehow incorporate that into our retreat. So it's going to be super fun. So, Patrice, there was something else I want to say about Renee, but I'll bring people here that will help you as business owners. Everybody I bring will be because you're a business owner and somebody who can help you. Not somebody who can sell you something, but somebody who can help you. And if you choose to buy it, great. If you choose not to, Agnes asked about Jill Lublin. Jill Lublin did a presentation on publicity a couple weeks ago and was amazing. So, Patrice, go ahead. Sorry.
I just wanted to sort of fishtail off of what Francesca said. When I joined by accident, remember, Jean? My friend just told me to like your page, and then I got this nice little text message from Jean saying, you've joined the group, and if you're not going to participate, I'm going to have to remove you. I'm like, wait, I'm a rule follower. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. But I do have to say I joined because I wasn't afraid my business was going to fail, because people buy and sell real estate in every market. I'm looking for my exit strategy. I'm only going to do this 4 more years. And my goal is to have 7 streams of income. And that's what I have gotten out of this. Jean, and not only Jean, but all of the ladies are so business minded, and they get it. And we feed off of each other. I really do. I have done more business with this group of ladies. Like Barb helped me with masks. Ashley's my accountant. I work with Francesca. I met with Cheryl Lynn yesterday. I just love promoting what you guys are doing. And that's what I've done. But it has definitely changed my mindset again. My retirement will be definitely sound.
I love it. I love it. Kathy, no, the recording with Renee is in the news feed. If you love it, have your own private one and have her work on something with you. But it's in the news feed because it was not a Facebook Live video. It was a recorded Zoom video that I had to post in there. Yes, I truly am burned.
Oh my gosh.
Makes so much sense. Messenger room values. Making offers is about helping everybody. Absolutely. How do us newbies catch up with all the information and connection? The great news for that, Cheryl, is you don't. I will be bringing you every single thing that I brought to the strategy sphere and more. I will be incorporating everything I gave them, as well as more things. I've got a list of things I want to be. That's fine, Patrice. Thanks for popping in. I will be bringing that and more to that every day, Monday through Friday. It's just a group that I started to help support small business owners. And honestly, the group has been so great, and it's been great for me. I'm not going to lie. It's been a great group for me. And I really just want to support people, right? Go ahead, Francesca.
So I just wanted to add one other thing. So I've been to 2 of your events, and then the first series of the strategy sphere, and now doing this again.
Yeah.
And I think it's just really important, because some days certain things resonate with us, and some days something else resonates.
Yep.
So some of the topics that you've talked about, I've heard you talk about it 2 or 3 times, but maybe my business is in a different place than it was the first time. So it means something different. So I love the fact that you're doing this, because I hear different things every time you say it.
Yeah. Awesome. Now, I will be telling you, those of you who are new to the strategy sphere, that I'm having an upcoming event October 21, 22, 23, 24. And I may be offering you, I will be offering you a ticket for it, right? It may be virtual. So I will be saying, hey, you want to buy a ticket for this? Just so you know, the people who joined the first strategy sphere got a free ticket to it. Now, if it's a virtual event, I'm charging for tickets. If it is, I'm going to explain the difference here. If it's a virtual event, I am charging for tickets, except I promised them already a free ticket, so I will not charge them, because I am also a person of my word. So I took that out for the new strategy sphere members. If it is an in-person event, meaning you're coming to the conference, which will be in Burr Ridge, right in Burr Ridge, but if you're coming to the conference, and you'll buy a refundable ticket, so meaning you'll get your money back when you show up there. And by the way, those of you who get a free ticket, you will still pay a virtual refundable deposit, because I want to make sure you show up. If you don't show up, you're not getting your money back. But if it's an in-person event, you guys will be offered a free ticket too. But the reason I'm doing that is because I will be sending out swag boxes, or we will have swag bags there, depending, which are really cool, right? Deb Frew, how cool was that I haven't gotten mine yet, though.
I
Have you
haven't
gotten-
either.
Wow.
I haven't either.
Oh
But
my God.
But Barb Markham and I were on the phone yesterday talking about the swag boxes for my virtual event.
So you should get your sponsors to pay for that, some of that stuff, Deb.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah. So, but I will have sponsors, and I really want to do it person to person, right? In person. But if we have to do it with masks and 6 feet apart and shit like that, I'm not doing that. I will move it virtually because number one, I do not want to look at a bunch of masks in the audience. I'm not wearing a mask. So I want to do it where we're actually people to people there. And if we're back to normal, I will do it then. But if not, those are the dates. Those 3 dates are hard. It's going to happen one way or another on those dates. The only difference will be whether it's virtual or in person.
The dates again?
October 22, 23, 24.
Thank you.
Yeah, so put them down in your calendar because it will go 9 to 6 minimum each day. Is that a lot that I have to share with you? Yeah, I've got a lot to share with you that I haven't shared with these guys yet, because this is my event here. So, but there'll be some really great things there, and it'll be, you guys, as much fun. I was not kidding the other day when I said I should not be having this much fun watching your videos, but because I'm giving you points, and the points are made up and don't mean a damn thing, it is so much fun for me. I just want you to understand that's how my event will run. If it's my event's not fun, I'm not doing it, right? So my event has to be fun too, but it also has to be educational, right? We as business owners need to keep up to date on what's going on, what's the flavor of business, what's the temperature of business, what's all going on there. So I will make it fun, but I will teach that. I will teach you shit you don't even know, right? So, all right, any questions now? What's going to be happening in the next foreseeable, well, let's just call this till the end of the year, right? I'm just calling this till the end of the year, right? So if you guys are a bunch of party poopers, then we'll end it at the end of the year, right? If you guys are awesome, like the first group was, and you show up and you participate, and because I think it's interesting that we're missing most of the strategy sphere. I mean, there's like 30 people showing up regularly in that. We've got like 5 or 6 here today. So,
Oh, you've got more than that.
yeah, we probably do.
Is this still strategy sphere then?
It is still the strategy sphere.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still the strategy.
We were the main event.
That's right.
I actually kicked off this next session of the strategy sphere with the Facebook Live video challenge.
Okay.
Okay. So actually, you guys have actually been in the strategy sphere
And didn't know it.
for a week without even knowing it. How awesome is that, right? Cheryl, you could not crack me up more. I seriously did not think you would do that. And I didn't think one person would donate money to get a freaking signed stick figure person, right? Because I signed it. The moment I signed it, right, as I drew this, because I was just signing this because I was just going to text this to you or put it in your chat, your feed there. And the moment I signed it, I'm like, that's an autographed picture, right? I wonder if I could make any money from that. I wonder if anybody would donate money to the Australian Cattle Dog Rescue for that. And who knew? We raised $35. High five for you. So
Oh my God.
$35, and you got 5,000 points plus your other 500 because of that.
Thank
You
you
had
so
the points
much.
made up and they don't mean anything. What?
Well, it's so sweet of everybody to step up like that. I know that you started it, as kind of a joke, but
Totally did.
I can feel love amongst everybody already. So I thought, I'm just going to throw it out there because it's for a great cause. I mean, all of you, I see fur babies peeking out of they're doing, they're bouncing into your videos even this morning, Karen. And so they're adorable. So I thought, well, I'll just give it a try. And I'm so touched that it got up to 35.
I'm touched too. So because it's right. So now my husband and I were driving Saturday up to pick up that dog in Wisconsin. and take it to Indiana so it found its way to its forever home last night in Pennsylvania. But because of that, and I was telling him about this, and then I'm like, well, Lynn Lionhood just bought that. I told him, I'm like, there's a market for my art.
Another stream of them, another income stream.
Another income stream. So I said, I'm going to put this on my private page and see if we can get anybody to buy it, right? So and then I put it on my private page. It's like, I've sold my first piece of original art. Apparently there's a market for this. I was crying I'm laughing so hard while we were driving up there, typing into my phone. And Cheryl, I think it looks like you.
Freaking out because whatever I do, I just can't get you to laugh. So at least I got you to laugh finally. So I'm like,
Heck yeah.
Me.
Heck yeah. I did not think you would do it, and I didn't think anybody would buy it. So
yeah, that's very sweet.
So it was super
Thank you
fun.
very much.
No,
everybody.
Thank you. And the Kettle Dog Rescue thanks you too.
Absolutely.
So, all right. I see inspirational calendars in your future. I see inspirational. What does that mean, Meg? Tell me more.
The art skills.
Oh. And I'm in Meg's got this whole painting thing. I've always wanted to do it, Meg. I've always wanted to do like a paint and sip thing, but literally this is my best work. Right?
Don't give up your day job.
Exactly, right?
Did you see that Meg had something about stick figures? She put out one of her posts about
I haven't gotten
stick
that
figures.
Yet. Okay, I haven't gotten that far yet. So, but I already reached out to her when she told me she's putting those kits together and you could get these kits to go home. I'm like, oh, I probably want to do that for my retreat. I think that would be super fun and a great. So now those of my private clients on here, act surprised. Don't ruin it for everybody else.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
On the interview on Friday, I didn't have anybody in the house, but my family's now invaded. Is it too late for me to do an interview Facebook Live thing, or is that I just totally, am I too far gone?
No, go ahead.
Okay, because now my husband's home, so I'm going to interview him. He just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So just don't make it like Renee with her partner, who I swear to God, she's holding him hostage. So,
that's pretty much what I'm going to get. So get ready.
All right, guys. First of all, I'm super excited. Meg says you are my target client market. My target market client. Me? Yeah, probably, right? I'm probably a lot of your target clients, right? But if not, I also have this ability that I somehow can become everybody's. I know who your avatar is, and I can help you fine tune that for your business. So when we get to that part about marketing message, which will be in the next week or two, you'll all know that. So all right, we're at 10:50. I have to somehow go put a different shirt on because I'm doing an interview. And there'll be some other perks here for your for you guys as things come along, right? You guys who were in the strategy sphere, I added a lot of stuff after we started. So as 5 a.m. club, everybody's always welcome to that. Just FYI, who's in the 5 a.m. club? Raise your hand if you're in 5 a.m. club. Yeah, look at how. Yeah, see, there's a lot of us. We have about 15 people that show up regularly at 5 a.m. club. You're welcome if you're an early riser to join us there. It's not part of the strategy sphere, but it is a great way to kick off your day every damn day, right? So there is my 11 o'clock interview now showing up.
Jean, throw on a necklace to help minimize your sunburn.
I was going to put on another top too.
That'll work too.
Yeah, so.
Simple necklace will work.
Yeah.
I'm going with the flashy earrings. That always draws it away.
Not a big chunky necklace. Something simple. Something really simple.
You got anything for guys?
I do.
I have
Definitely.
Watches, tie tack, customized cufflinks.
What's a tie
tack? If you wear a tie, it keeps your tie in place. Tie tack, tie bar. Money.
Oh, and that bracelet is really nice. I love that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, there you go, Renee. How's that?
That's perfect. That looks good.
My husband gave me this a long time ago. So
that's great.
Awesome. All right. So we will see you tomorrow, all at 4 o'clock. So tomorrow, Strategy Sphere
4
starts at
o'clock.
4. Bye. See you then. Bye.
Hi,
Bye.
thank you.
Bye. You're welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Okay. So Dave, I have to go change my shirt and maybe
To line up my screen. Is my audio okay here?
Wait,
Does
what?
it, is my audio, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So when I talk to you, before you do that, I'll make sure I'm close enough. I'm clear. I will not turn my head. And then as far as from your perspective, when I look into the camera, do I look clear? Are you seeing me clearly, making that eye contact?
Yeah. So here's the thing. Are you talking about financial pieces?
Well, no, I sent you an email on the
I haven't
bio.
opened it yet because I've been on the phone since 5 a.m. So I haven't looked at, but I'll pull it up here in just a minute.
Yeah.
But my point is, are you going to be talking about financial planning and stuff?
Well, no, pretty much just myself, like how the company evolved, and then the 5 questions that that I gave.
Oh, well, so nobody told you that I may or may not ask you those questions?
Okay,
So,
well,
okay.
like I said, you're good at this, so I'll let you take the lead, and then you
Well,
kind of.
here's my thoughts.
Sure.
This is my thought. When I see somebody who wants to talk about my money, I want to see you in a sports coat. Do you have a sports jacket you can stick on, or a
Sure.
suit jacket?
Yeah, I'll put
All right, go do that while I change my clothes and get ready then.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Place is falling apart. Is this thing rocking? I don't know. It's weird.
Okay, now you know that how I'm really dressed for an interview.
I like the blue, Gene. I like the blue.
Oh, wait, where's my, just put a little lipstick on first.
Just don't put it in on like Lynn Lionhood did a couple days ago in her video. Please.
That was funny.
Oh, she's hilarious. I think he's at the door.
Yeah.
I told her if she was single, I would have been there in a heartbeat.
That's funny.
Not. Yeah, I appreciate you fitting me in here. I kept postponing this, so thank you.
You're welcome.
I know at the 5 a.m. call, you were like,
At
Well-
5 a.m., I'm tired every morning at 5 a.m.
well, I mean, it's nice on a Monday because, you have a nice weekend. You got pool time, sun time,
Yeah. Okay, I have my necklace on. Can't really see it because, man, that lipstick's dark. Wow. All right, so let me print that out.
So what I did, Gene, is I sent you an email about an hour and a half ago, and it was just the bio. And then the other one was the printout I sent you yesterday morning at about 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. So
I'm not seeing it. Hold on a second.
I sent it to Gene at genekuhn.com.
David, where are Oh, here it is. Wait, add in.
And then I sent you the ad in about an hour and a half ago.
What was the add in? What was the add in?
Yeah, it was just something.
Are you kidding me? That you want me to read that like that?
No, whatever you. I mean,
Did you type it? You didn't.
No. You'll be able to read it.
All right.
My writing's legible when I want to, so it should be legible.
All right. Let me see now if I can find. So you said you sent something else too.
Yes, I sent that at about an hour and a half ago, and that was just the minor adjustment on the bio.
All right. So the other piece you sent the other day.
Yes.
All right. Let me just pull it up here. We have plenty of time because I have an hour scheduled for these.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I'll hop on to Lynn's. She's having something, I think, today, but this is big, more priority.
David, Dewar. So what's your email address, David, that you sent it from?
ddwar05@hotmail.com. It was my Hotmail.
Dewar?
Yes, ddwar05@hotmail.com.
Okay. OMG. I thought for sure you would type this. Everybody else did. How did you miss that message? All right.
You'll be able to read it.
All right. So let me come back here. All right. Let me stop the recording.